Meet Nigerian evangelists who use helicopter to share gospel tracts. Not for show, not for politics, but to scatter the word of life. They call him Woli Togbaori Afefe, a prophet that flew with the wind. Let me introduce you to Apostle Timothy Aremu Inyoda. So he was born in 1935 in the town of Orile-Owu, and his parents had buried 10 children. He was the only one that lived. So they named him Aremu, the one that survived. 3 years after Nigeria's independence, he was 28 years old when he met Christ. And it was not in a crusade or in a cathedral, but through a gospel tract, something that will become a method through which he will also evangelize the world. That paper lit fire in him, and then he did the unthinkable. He sold everything and gave to the poor. And then he began to preach from street corners to the city gates. In 1965, he founded the Goyi Evangelistic Ministry, and signs followed him. People left markets to hear him. Entire towns go silent when Baba Inyoda arrived. He preached like fire. He prayed like thunder. Most of all, he loved the souls of men. Then he did the unthinkable. He took the gospel to the sky, literally from an helicopter. He dropped gospel tracts over villages, farmlands, and settlements where no missionary could ever get to. Tracts rained like manna. Children ran to pick them. And in places where missionaries had never entered, Jesus entered through the air. But Baba Inyoda did not stop there. He became Nigeria's first tele-evangelist and radio evangelist. Long before YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, his voice was in homes, prison, buses, and even in the field. And then he passed in 2009, quiet without noise. And like many great men of God, our generation began to forget. Today, his son, Reverend James Inyoda, continues his fire at Goyi Pentecostal Mission on Alimosho Road, Pako bus stop. I hope to sit down with him one of these days so that we can really talk about the life and the ministry of this powerful God's general. So remember the name, Apostle Timothy Aremu Inyoda, the man who proved that one man filled with God's Spirit can set a nation ablaze. Now that we have all the gadgets and all the instruments and all the money that can make us fuel the fire of revival, what are we doing? Lord, please let your fire of revival fall again.